Okay, let's have a look at my flight today for those of you who are interested. Here's Tamworth here. Here's Lake Keepit here. I don't remember the names of the turn points we had. Sorry. Garawina, Kula, Wara, something like that. I had 16-kilometre cans around my turn points, so you will see I don't go all the way to the point. I go within a 16-kilometre radius and then I turn. But still, it's a 300 or 310-kilometre flight, roughly speaking. And this country over here is not as attractive as it might look. Lots of farming area in the rest of it, but around these hills is kind of pucker worthy, shall we say. So let's zoom in a little bit and start the flight going. My start point is here at Carroll, and let's get going at 31 times normal speed. And I'll give you my recollections as I go. Tow was good, thanks very much, Al. Poor Al had to launch everybody today. There were 2 tugs broken down. Took a good climb. I have this problem lately where I am failing to set my nav computer up properly. So I head off towards the start point and I go back because my computer is telling me that I've got the start point wrong. But it's too hard to explain. I did have the start point wrong. Anyway, ultimately I work it all out. There I go back, going, hang on, that's not right, the start point's not here. Right, I'll take this climb, I'll take another climb, and we'll start all over again. Conditions were pretty weak at the start. Trying to get up to better than 5,000 so I can cross the start line at 5. Didn't quite manage that. Oh, I might have crossed at 5 from memory. This looks like I'm getting ready to start. And although this little line here doesn't quite show correctly, that's my start. And I know it's my start because my Udi told me it's my start. So we go over Gunnedah, over the hills. Wasn't great, getting probably 4 knots, roughly speaking. I shoot off down track and then I realised at a certain point down here that once again I've set up my glide computer incorrectly with the next turn point. It's a little bit after this, but we'll see if I can spot where I work it out. So at this point in time I'm just tracking via the best clouds, which is slightly north of the track. I deviate downwards, back onto the track. That's where I think I worked out that I needed to connect with this circle around about here somewhere, where I'd been heading for the center previously. So somewhere around about here I will connect with my circle. There it is. I think Remember, I've got a 16-kilometre radius turn. Can around the turn. This country here is very unforgiving. Notice there are no paddocks, or very few paddocks. So I was down about 3,000 feet AGL because it's high country here. So I'm tracking for my next turn point, which the blue line is indicating the track to the center of the turn point. Remember, I have 16-kilometre cans around my turn points. So once again, over the nasty hills. Looking for climbs, and they're all rubbish. So you'll see I'll do one turn and go. Back over better country here. So this turn here is Kula, town of Kula. So there you go, I've turned in my 16-kilometre can. I'm tracking via the best clouds. Decent climb there, I'll get a spectacular climb shortly. And then I'm tracking on a great big bunch of clouds here. So I should be able to fly relatively straight for a little while. This might be where the big clouds were. Yep, looks like it. Yep, that's where the big clouds were. I'm flying relatively straight for a while. Take a little climb here. This turn point is Warra. Remember, I've got a 16-kilometre radius, so I'll turn somewhere around about Quirindi Airport. Oh, there it is. There's Quirindi Airport there. Big climb here, looking for final glide. My computer tells me I've got it. I set off probably a little too fast, and my final glide disappears on me. I probably could have squeezed in, but Lake Hip is a fairly difficult place to get into. You really don't want to be out landing 5 kilometres from the field or 3 kilometres from the field if you can help it. So we're running downwind now. So the lift to drag ratio across the ground is pretty good. You can see I'm deviating here because I'm getting low. And I'm thinking to myself, I need a climb, and there's a little crappy one, and I get another little crappy one. And that's about enough to get me home. So shoot off, do my radio calls. Gonna join a right downwind here, so there you go, there's my downwind. Turn on to base, turn on to final, land. And that's it.